Hi again. It's been fantastic to have so many nice comments about the first vlog, so I'm really thrilled about that. I realised thinking about it that it was really not very vlog-like in that it was kind of me just talking on one occasion and then giving you a flashback, so I'm going to do a little bit more of kind of a fly on the wall today. I'm working on the libretto for the children's opera, so this is a project where I'm not writing just the music, but I'm also writing the words. I really want to try and finish the libretto today because I'm going down to Beckenham tomorrow and I want to get the libretto printed today so I can then take it down, give it to all the children so they can start learning their lines. So it's got to the point when I feel I don't think I can work on the screen anymore and I need to print this out. I do this a lot, even when I'm working on computer. I love to print stuff out and then work on paper. I feel like I can just process the stuff more easily. Now I'm just going to call the local printer to check that he can print stuff today. As a composer, really crucial to have good relationships with your printer. Ever since I was at school and I was composing at school, we had this amazing lady, Ollie, who used to do the photocopying, and she was terrific. Oh hello, is that Stephen? Oh hi, it's James Olsen here. Okay, good news. Printer's free this afternoon. I'm going to try and spend an hour on finishing off this libretto and then I'm going to email it over and then we'll go and pick it up. Okay, so not too many things to change. I need to type the corrections into the computer now, and I'm going to write one final line, which I haven't written before. It's just a line or two that I need to give the lion when he's kicked out of the monastery, and he's obviously very sad. He goes out into the desert, and he starts to doubt himself as well. I decided, this isn't in the original, but I've decided to tweak it a little bit to give the lion this kind of moment of self-doubt when he starts to wonder, well, I was very hungry, so maybe I did eat the donkey, I can't remember now. So a little bit of psychology there. Playing tigers. This one's really beautiful. Ooh, found something. That was pretty cool, no? I've just been thinking about big cats in this line opera, so it's quite fun to see all these cats around my house. Okay, so the libretto is written, it has been emailed to the printers, it's 4:10, so I'm going to try and get a few emails done, a few bits of admin. I'm travelling down to Beckenham tomorrow, as I said, so I need to book my train for that, and I'm also then going to Liverpool on Thursday, so I need to try and sort all that out. And then the print shops closes at 5:30, so I'm going to go there before he closes, pick up the printing, and then carry on with the day. So I just got an email from Stephen, the printing is all ready, so I'm going to pop in now and collect it, so now you get to see a little bit of where I live, Ely. Stephen, hi, how's it going? Hi. Thanks a lot for your email.
That's all right.
Sorry, I'm just going to pop this down. I'm making a vlog about my composing. Success. Got them. So I'm back home. I'm going to write more of the music for the children's opera tonight. But before I do so, I wanted to talk a little bit about the music which you've just heard, which I haven't written yet, but I will have written by the time you see this. It's going to be based, it was based, video is weird, isn't it? Anyway, the music is based on the first song from the children's opera, which is called We're Brothers in a Monastery, and it really just sets the scene of life in the monastery. Now,
A few people said they kind of enjoyed the sort of more technical stuff that I did in the last video, so I'm not going to do too much, but I'm going to do a little bit maybe every now and again. And I thought I would just briefly explain. That song is based partially on what's called the octatonic scale. Now, you might have heard, and I'm going to just assume not much musical knowledge here, so you might have heard of the major scale and the minor scale. You might not have heard of the octatonic scale. It's called octatonic because it's got 8 notes in rather than the usual 7. So it starts like a minor scale, but then it goes, that's the change. Now, it has some particular properties, and it's a really beautiful scale. It has some amazing combinations of chords you can get from it. So you can have a major triad, but you can have more major triads which are related by a minor third. So a minor third is that interval. So you can have that major triad, that one, you can go, so you can do minor triads as well, the same related by a minor third. So you can have 7th chords as well, so dominant 7th chord if you think of it as in tonal terms, but a 7th chord. What you can't do in octatonicism is have 7th chord followed by the tonic. And that's the one thing that you can't do in a strict octatonic scale. So one composer that we particularly associate with the octatonic scale is Stravinsky, and here's a little bit of an example I thought I'd give you from The Rite of Spring. In the Jeu de Rapt, the Ritual of Abduction, you get this chord, and then the timpani plays. So you've got the C major chord there, and then the E flat major chord with a 7th, C major, E flat 7 together, and then now C major is related to E flat major by a minor third, and then the F sharp is related again by a minor third to the E flat. So C major, E flat major 7th chord, and then the F sharp, which he puts down there. Of course, being Stravinsky, he then messes with it and doesn't keep the rule strict. So over the top of that, you then get, and then you get, and that note isn't in the octatonic scale, but it's right up at the top, and just the way it's all spaced out. Oh. Anyway, so in my song, not anywhere on that level, but so we're brothers in a monastery. Those notes could be in a minor scale. And then the next line though, Jerome's our boss, he's big and hairy. Can you hear that's the... So the octatonic scale there, and the triads D major, F major, A flat major. So again, related by a minor third. We'll talk more about the piece if that's of interest. There's lots of octatonic music in this opera, never purely octatonic, but it's often kind of interacting with tonality, interacting with modes, interacting with other things. And that's kind of how I work. I don't ever follow one rule, but I just play with lots of different things, putting them together.
I've had dinner and I'm just doing a bit of admin before I get down to composing again. We are crowdfunding the Beckham Junior Choir project, and it's just terrific that there have been so many parents and friends and family and also local businesses who've got involved. I'm coordinating the admin for it because that's what I do, and it requires quite a lot of admin skills. Composing, obviously there's some of it is about knowing things like octatonic scales, but another part of it is just being able to do a lot of administration, and I don't want to let people think that this is all kind of fun and games. There's a lot of admin. I've got all sorts of spreadsheets that operate. I mean, the crowdfunding spreadsheet is, yeah, not inconsiderably complex. Okay, it's 10:30. I've got my way through my emails and my various bits of admin. I now need to book those tickets because I still haven't done that, and then we can get on with composing. Okay, just coming up to 11:30. Everything's booked for the travelling, so, and you're going to follow me on this, hopefully. I'm going to take the vlog with me, I'm quite excited about this. But yeah, so it's 11:30, now I'm going to press on with a bit more composing. If you're wondering, by the way, this is fairly normal level of busyness for me. I don't really think twice about it. I know it's not for everyone, but the pace I live, I just love doing what I do so much. I just can't get enough of it. I decided to print everything off that I need for tomorrow. You know what? I feel like editing the vlog now.